Yeah. 501, H-State, stand up. It's your man, Big Bubba. Come on, one time. To all my H-State riders that done paid that price. Real hogging at night. Is you about that life? It's a hog life, baby. What you know about that? We down like spinal cord strapped in the Fleetwood Lac. West side of the 216 to be exact. Number one podcast in the H-State fact. It's a hog life, baby. It's you about that life. It's the hog life, baby. It's you about that life.
Y'all already know what it is. It is the most dangerous podcast in the H-State, baby. I'm talking about the coldest podcast in the H-State. It is the HawgLife, baby. I am your host, one half of the dynamic duo, the best friends from the West End, baby. I am the shocking one, Big Rob the Shocker. And y'all know who I'm hanging with, man. That's the dude, Winnie the Pooh, Christopher Robin, and all of them come from New Orleans supporting good advice. He is
Willie-O, the genius. What it is, what it do, H-State. You already know what it is. The number one podcast in the state, the most dangerous podcast in your area. Lock your doors, let down the shades, hide the kids, tell your mama to take the thing out her mouth. You already know what time it is. We going in live today, baby. It is the HawgLife, baby. Big Rob, I got a question to ask you though, baby.
Man, please ask it to me.
Are you about that life?
I'm about that life.
Are you about that life?
I'm about that life.
Well, it's the HawgLife, baby.
It's the HawgLife, baby.
It's the HawgLife, baby.
It's the HawgLife, baby.
And we want to know who let the hogs out today, baby, because the pen is live and it's loose today, baby. We in here, man. We in here, man. I'm excited about our guests we got today, man.
Yes, sir. We got a good one.
Real positive brother. You know what I'm saying, man? When I met him, man, shook his hand and embraced him, man. You could just feel the energy coming off, brother, man. Right. You do know that when you encounter people, you receive two type of energies.
Tell me about the energies.
Either it's gonna be a positive energy or a negative energy.
He came in with a good aura about himself, man.
That too, man.
He came with a good aura about himself.
He did, man. It was like glowing around him like Rick James, man.
You better hit that Rick James, baby. That's that Rick James, baby. But we got the Alma King Raymond Brock in the building today.
Yes, sir.
Man. I've been waiting on this interview for a long time.
Yeah.
We giving some gifts out today. Y'all check it out. We're gonna give some gifts out today, man. We're giving some blessings today, man. But we're gonna kick this show off, man. How your week been, Willie-O?
Oh man, the week was good, man. You know, you take the good with the bad, you take the punches, you keep on rolling, man.
Rolling. That's
you know what I'm saying? One thing about the punch, you take a punch, but there's also a such thing as a counter punch.
Come on now.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't talking about physically punching, you know what I'm saying? But you take those blows that come within the course of a day, man, you bounce back from them, then you deliver your version of them. You just got to make sure your version of them worth something.
Come on, what say? You ain't seen bouncing back? What? You ain't seen bouncing back? What? Oh. Man, usually the HawgLife, we start off on a high note, but your boy Big Rob is in a little foul mood with what happened this week, man.
Talk about it.
Man. Jussie Smollett, we all know him as the kid from Empire.
Right.
Conceived, very talented young man, was caught up in a physical assault in Chicago.
Okay.
And Willie-O just hit me the wrong way because this baby wasn't doing nothing to nobody.
Right.
He wasn't doing anything to anybody. He was doing his thing. He was out and about. And I've actually heard people say things like, well, he shouldn't have told him where he was going to be. He shouldn't have been saying he's going to be here. Are we really going to excuse negative behavior because a kid want to get on his social media and tell what he's doing to his family? I mean,
well, you know, that's the wave nowadays, man. These youngsters get on there, they announce where they're going and what they do, especially somebody in with the platform that he got.
Right.
You doing that so your fans can come out and see you or whatever the case may be. But when what happened to him, man, was really it's a real sad commentary, man. You know, it's that people, and you know, hatred is not something that you're born with.
Oh no,
hatred is something that you taught.
Come on, bro.
So it's a seed that's planted in you from the time you brought here by whoever is raising you or whatever your surroundings is, man. But to go that far and not even just because it happened to him, for it to happen to anybody.
And at this point,
you know,
I'm not going to even come at the political party. I'm not coming.
At
this point.
This not even political, man. This is just a downright evil act, man.
And I don't care, you know, Are we exchanging white hoods for red MAGA hats now? That's what we're doing?
Say that again, brother.
Are we exchanging white hoods for red MAGA hats? That's what we're doing right now?
That's what it seemed like to me.
That's what we're doing right now?
That's what it seemed like to me.
That could have been one of our babies.
Right.
You know, you're a father.
Yeah.
We're talking to a father right here. Deuce is like our nephew.
Right.
What happens if we get a phone call at the middle of the night? Your son has been brutally beat within an inch of his life.
Right.
Because people don't agree with the way he living his life.
Right.
I mean, when do we establish the moral that we got a heaven and hell to put somebody in? Come on, talk to me, somebody. When did we get that? When we get that?
Man, you know, just to go off that, we don't have a heaven and hell to put nobody in, man. But you know, hatred has no boundaries, man. No. You know, and evil has no depths. You know, it's a never-ending thing, man. There's nobody in their right mind would attack somebody because of their lifestyle. You might not agree with the lifestyle, but let that person live their life.
That's right. Let them live.
They not judge you for living your life, because I'm sure it's something that you're doing in your life that's not right.
Come on, crack them.
You know, so you know why you don't throw stones at a glass house, and it's just my opinion.
Go ahead.
Because when that glass crack, it's gonna be some stuff in that house that you really don't want people to see. You know what I'm saying?
Spitting right now, man.
And when that stuff get exposed, then now it's you in the hot seat. And I say it all the time, it ain't no fun when the rabbit got the gun, man. Nah, it's a tragedy what happened to this brother, man. You know, I want to see justice served, but what is justice nowadays?
Oh man,
you know,
pray now, man. We got and us as African American, we got to do better.
We got to do better, man. One thing we can't do, we can't excuse it.
No.
Let me put that out there. We can't excuse it and say he shouldn't have been announcing where he was at. Because when you go on your little funky trips and you think you're really taking a trip, you leaving Little Rock going to Fort Smith, you think you're going somewhere. Would you post it on social media? I'm out here in these streets, baby. We out here. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
What's the difference in you doing that and him announcing where he fixing to be?
That's right.
Ain't no difference in that.
I was hurt. I was stunned by it, man. And, you know, I started thinking about my nieces and my nephews.
Yeah.
And I started thinking about the children that I've worked with over the course of 19 years.
Right.
I started thinking about the kids I've taught over the course of 19 years, 16 years, excuse me. I started thinking about my little nephew at home, 2-year-old little Christian James. I started thinking about Miriam. I started thinking about Zainab. I started thinking about the babies that I work with on a daily basis, that I will get up every morning at 5:30 in the morning, get up looking forward to going and seeing the kid to bless.
Right.
This is what I've been doing. What would I do if I got that phone call that one of my babies has been in this situation? What would you do? You walk with the Lord every day. You're not perfect, and you're not going to sit here and claim to be perfect.
Right.
But you pray daily. You know God has got His hands around you. You know what the daily walk is. So what would I do if I heard that?
Right.
I put myself in this kid's parents' place. What now? We got to sit here and we got to pray that our baby gets well because he got attacked by something that he chose. Ain't bothering nobody. Ain't hurting nobody.
Nah.
And they say they will all, you know, make America great again supporters. I'm not even going that route because we made a promise last week. We're not bringing that cat on this show no more.
So making America great again involves tying nooses around their necks and pouring bleach on them?
Bleach on them, beating them, and then like I said,
beating them senseless?
Yeah, with a noose around them.
Right.
You know, that's one of ours. And despite his celebrity platform, he's one of ours.
Right.
I'm not rooting for a Caucasian kid or Hispanic kid. I'm not doing that by no special man. But he's one of ours, though. That's one of our babies. You know what I'm saying? And he's got a great talent. Been doing Empire for a while now. Right. And it just really hurts.
Amongst other things.
Got an album, I think, out.
Yeah.
Put an album out. So
regardless of what his lifestyle is, I'm agreeing with you. He won ours. And one thing we got to do is protect ours, man, and do what we got to do to preserve our culture.
That's right. You
see what I'm saying?
Jesse, we praying for you, man.
We're praying for you, brother, man. You know.
You put your hands
to even be honest, man, I'm even praying for the guys that attacked us.
Yes. I was just going to say that.
I'm even praying for them guys, man. You know what I'm saying?
That y'all see the light, y'all see the
exactly.
I'm praying for y'all too, man. So we're gonna move on the HawgLife today, man. We
make America great again. Start praying for one another.
That's right. There we go. Now we talking. Let's start praying for one another now. Willio, you know I'm a former teacher, right? Taught school for 16 years. Man.
Yeah.
Loved it. Loved every minute of it. Loved being educated. I'm one of the few cats I know from by the age 35, I taught preschool to 12th grade.
I taught a lot of kids too, just wasn't no licensed teacher.
You brought them up, you had the little league football team in Brinkman.
Yeah.
Teaching, reaching out. We're bringing on Raymond Brock. He's teaching every day. He's teaching these kids, man. So they passed a law that you can't give a kid under 50%, regardless of what he
Yeah, the 50% rule. Yeah, 50% rule.
What do you think about that, man?
I think it's just an extension of No Child Left Behind. That's all it is, man. And when I say they know who they are. Their whole agenda, man, in my opinion, is just to keep pushing them on through. Push them on through, man. Get them on out of school. The only thing they're doing is breeding uneducated children, because they already understand that there's a certain group of parents who are not teaching their children at home.
Wow.
And they understand that, so they know that they got those kids, and they can teach them what they want them to learn, push them on through their system, send them out into the world, lost and uneducated, where they can potentially and very easily become a victim of the system.
That's right. When I taught school,
it's all a setup, man.
When I taught school, I would tell my children when they come in the room, your accountability starts now.
Right.
Your accountability starts now. You look on the wall, you see them plaques on the wall, I already got mine. My job now is to give it back to you now.
Yeah.
But your accountability starts when you coming through that door. I need your pants pulled up. I don't need to see your behind. Young ladies, I need you to talk with a great vernacular.
Yeah.
I need you to talk educated, talk intelligent. When you come in my classroom, your accountability starts.
Yeah.
You're taking accountability away from them now.
Yeah.
Because they come in classroom,
Yeah.
they never do nothing.
Even if you giving them 50s and you give them 50s all year, you're still gonna pass them to the next grade.
Next grade, that's right. We are setting up potential children to be unqualified adults.
Yeah.
That's what we're doing.
Right.
We are setting our babies up for complete failure.
Complete failure.
And
Yeah.
if you look at it,
Yeah.
and I will debate this with anybody that dare step to Big Rob with it, that is modern day slavery.
Exactly.
At its best.
Exactly.
Right there. Now
Exactly.
we got 17-year-olds that still don't know how to read. How on earth did you get to the 12th grade and you don't know how to read?
And then on top of that, we've been doing it so long, we've been conditioned to do it so long, man, that we're not even breeding bosses nowadays. We're breeding workers.
To work themselves.
Where is that? And it come with. I'll be the one that say it came with our generation.
We did.
You know what?
We did.
We were so consumed with self that we forgot to teach the underlings how to be bosses.
What was our main thing? Our mama done did this to me. I'm not gonna do it.
I'm not gonna do it to my. Sometimes you got to do it to them.
You got to do it to them.
Sometimes you got to do it to them. You know, 50% rule, man. They do what they want to do, but it's still up to us to educate ours, man, and teach them not to accept 50%.
That's right. We got to educate the masses.
It's excellence or nothing less, man.
That's right.
We got to teach our people that we are born of excellence, man, and we got to achieve that.
That's right. So
teach them how to work for it. Not to lay back and accept everything, man, but to go out there and work and fight for what's yours and believe that you can achieve it.
And teach them the value of money. Teach them the value of property, man.
Yeah.
I really wish when this was coming up in school, I wish they would have taught us about credit.
Yeah.
I learned credit. You know how I learned about credit? It took me buying property and selling to learn about credit. Then when I got the knowledge about credit, I took that knowledge and I went and educated my young babies.
Yeah.
This is what you can do with this kind of credit. This is what they're not teaching you in school.
Well, that's what we got to do.
When I started learning about stocks, I went back and taught. Yeah, I like to wear Jordans, I do.
Yeah.
But what they don't understand, I bought stock in Jordan.
Yeah.
Now, if I'm gonna make a profit, if I'm gonna give him a profit of what I'm getting on his design shoes, shouldn't I be getting the same profit for selling them?
Right.
If I'm marketing them?
Right.
Think about it. And we market every day.
Yeah.
We even marketing our brother today, the humble living.
Oh yeah, we in here.
We took off all our rags, and this brother walked in. We was like, we got to represent.
We got to rep it
this
today,
cat, man.
Humble and confident.
Man, humble and confident.
I don't know how he knew me like that, man, but he knew me.
Man, I'm doing good. I'm doing good.
Welcome
I'm doing
to the
good.
HawgLife, my brother. We're gonna take a pause for the calls, and when we come back, we're gonna jump right into Raymond Brock, man. You feeling all right, brother?
Yes, sir. Feeling good. I'm
Man,
feeling good,
thank you
man.
for being here, man.
Yes,
We're
sir.
glad to have you here, man. And We finna bless you, man. Not stress you, man. We finna have some fun, man.
Yes.
It's finna be right. Now I had to get that out of my system now. I'm ready to have a good time now.
Yes.
Get this mojo train going, man. Willie, yo, what's up, baby boy?
Hey, man, I'm ready to get into it all, man. We're going to get into it. My man, Raymond Brock, man. I'm talking motivational speaker, community activist, a man of the people, a man of the people's people, a man for your people, a man for my people, a man for our people's people.
Yeah.
Let's go put it down for our people's people, and tell the people how it's supposed to be for the people. We're talking about Raymond Brock today, man. It's going down. I'm talking about a real God-fearing man that's blessed up from the feet up, man. I'm talking about spirit that's impeccable, man. I'm talking about this. Look here, man. The hate tried to knock him down. He bobbed and then he weaved and he came back with a left jab, knocked it out, man. That's how swift he was with it, man. I'm talking about a brother that need to be heard, a brother that need to be seen, a brother that people need to listen to.
Come on, man. Come on.
They can learn from him, man.
We finna do that. We finna attack.
That was a hype intro.
We're
gonna introduce you like that everywhere you go.
That's tough. That's tough. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Man, we finna take a ball for the cause, man. I am the shocker one. Big Rob, the shocker. He is.
Willie, yo, the genius.
This is
the Hog Life, baby.
Yeah, we'll be right back. We are back.
Baby.
We are back.
Baby.
I've been waiting for this.
Baby.
For a long time.
Baby.
Come on, we are back. We are back. And ready to rock. With the one and only Rain.
Yes, sir.
Brock.
Yes, sir.
What's up, baby?
Yes, sir.
What's going on, man?
Yes, sir.
How you feeling, brother?
I'm good.
Man,
I'm good.
nice to
I'm
meet
good.
you,
I'm
brother.
good.
Yes,
I'm good.
sir.
I'm
Yes,
good.
man.
Yes.
This is what this podcast is all about, my brother.
Yes.
I reached out to Raymond Brock. I was in the hospital, Willie O.
Yeah.
Had gout in my knee.
I remember.
Could not walk, and lady brought the card in for me. The baby girl brought the card in to me. She said, "Hey, baby, I think you need to call him." That's okay. Let me get whatever. I'm gonna text him first before I call. If I text him, because I know he gonna answer. I don't answer nobody. I don't got.
Right,
I'm gonna
right.
text him. Let him know who I am, what I'm
Right.
about. He responded back within 5 minutes.
Mm.
So when you get that kind of love, man, you gotta bless him out, man.
That's right.
Raymond Brock, motivational speaker.
Yes, sir.
What else is he, Willie O?
Life coach.
Life coach.
Man of the people.
Man of the people.
Man of the people's people.
People's people.
Man, don't even go. The list go on and on, man.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Your man's friend's best friend.
Come
You know
on
what I'm saying?
now.
If you
Come
had
on.
his left hand, he'd take your right hand and slap your high five. That's how it's going down with this cat, man. You know what I'm saying?
You boy rough in here. I'm feeling like what do you say? The champ is here.
Yes, sir. I was getting to that.
I'm feeling good. Feeling
How you
good.
doing, brother? You okay?
Man, I'm doing good, man. Special shout out to your wife, man,
Yes, sir.
for letting you know.
Yes,
And
sir.
so wherever
Yes,
she
sir.
is, shout out, Miss Hart.
Yes, sir.
Much love and respect.
Yes, sir.
Much love and
Yes,
respect.
sir, man. That's
Yes,
that's
yes.
what's up, man. How you been, my brother?
Man, I'm good, man. Life is good.
Mm-hmm.
I'm in that place, man, where I don't do nothing without talking to God. You
Come
know,
on, fam.
I don't
Come on,
operate
fam.
in my own mind at all, man. Everything I do is for the love of God.
Come on, man.
And through that, I got peace, man. I feel like I'm cheating life. I feel like I'm cheating life because when you learn to live for other people, you get a feeling that you can't give yourself. You know, for a man to go buy himself something or a man to go do something for himself, it's only so much peace you can give yourself. When you learn to actually do what God's work and work under that umbrella, it's a peace that He give you that make you feel like you cheating. It make you feel like I'm cheating. I'm on the, when I hear people complaining and, I'm in another lane. I'm married to a wonderful woman. My kids are wonderful.
Shout out
Finances
Miss Edwina, by the way. Miss Edwina, shout out. Man.
Yeah.
That's Edwina.
Miss Edwina, Cameron Montgomery, James Stevenson, Janai Stevenson, Adasia Geringer, my whole family. Love you.
Man, love you all. Bless
yes,
up.
sir.
Bless
Yes,
up.
yes,
Bless up.
yes,
Bless up.
man.
Yeah.
It's a place of peace, Rob.
Wow.
It's a place of peace, and that's what makes life worth living.
Well, I'm going to segue. As soon as you said that, let's segue to humble living.
Yes.
Where that concept come from? Talk to us.
Well, the living part is simple. Living is life. Humbleness. As I did my research, in the Bible and just the dictionary, I understood that a humble man has a clear understanding of what's important.
Come on.
We think about it in the sense of meekness, or we think of it in the sense of somebody running me over. But I have a clear understanding of what's important at all time. One situation I think of is a man getting pulled over by the police officers. I'm going to do everything the police officer asked me to do only because I understand I got something more important than me to make it home to.
And that's what we got to promote. We got to promote.
Yes.
So,
Yes.
Be obedient to the police as you can possibly can.
Yes.
I tell all my children, man, you get pulled over, don't give them one for nothing.
Nothing.
Even if you feel or think they're in the wrong, be obedient.
Yes.
Get home.
Yes.
Let's get our babies home.
Yeah.
Yes.
Get them home, and we can fight this once you get.
We can fight when you get home.
We can fight when you get home,
We
right.
can fight when you get home.
Yes.
So,
If you don't make it home, we
we
can't
can't
fight.
fight.
We
We
can't
can't
fight.
home. Got to make other plans. So.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead with it, yo.
Well, even though speaking about the kids, you also reach out to colleges and then the community and things. Let's talk about your outreach programs.
Man, I truly feel every individual in this world has the ability to be better. I think that's the only thing life is about.
Right.
It's not about your current situation. It's your ability to grow out of your current situation.
That's it.
Me and my son had a conversation, and I told him I don't have any bad days, and he couldn't wrap his head around it because a day that's busy or that we'll call bad is a day full of growth.
Right.
It's a day full of growth because you're gonna take what you got that day that you considered bad, and you're gonna take that the next day, and you're gonna be a better person.
Right.
Hopefully.
Right. Hopefully.
You
Right.
know?
That's the goal.
Right.
That's
That's
the
the
goal.
goal.
Right.
That's the
Exactly.
goal.
Exactly. So what colleges in particular do you feel?
Coming up now, I'm doing my first event with Arkansas Baptist.
Okay.
It'll be a free event where I go in. I'm gonna feed 30 kids. We're gonna have good conversation on how to be better as students. I was a college student once. Running on the yard, chasing women. I've been there.
Man.
And I understand the power of a woman, and I understand the power of a college woman. When you're walking on campus, you don't really know who you are. So we're going to have an open floor conversation where they can ask me questions.
Okay.
I'm going to feed them food, and I'm going to feed them some spiritual food as well.
There you go.
But what we will do is be better.
Exactly.
That's what we will.
Exactly.
Every day you get better. You gotta
Every
do
day.
it.
Sir, we're talking about black excellence. That's what we're striving for right
Yes.
there, man.
Yes.
A lot of people throw that out there and use that term loosely.
Yes.
But there is a such thing as black excellence.
Yes. Yes.
And we got to start learning to put the right things in our underlings, man.
Yes.
It's a lot of entertainment out there. It's a lot of stuff you see on TV. It's a lot of stuff you hear on the radio. It's a lot of influences out there just in society in general.
Yes.
But it's up to us, the ones that's under that roof raising those kids, to put the right things in them, man.
Yes.
And one thing we gotta understand is that you said it. We gotta feed them spiritual food.
Yes.
That's the foundation of it all, man.
Yes.
And once you lay that foundation, you lay the foundation, then you teach them how to cultivate it.
Yes.
That's
good.
You know what I'm saying? Cultivate
That's
it.
good.
Once you cultivate it,
That's good.
now you digging in it.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? Now, in digging in it, you planting something in there, something got to come up out of it.
Come on, Willie.
You know what I'm saying?
Come on.
Oh man, I'm feeling good today,
Yes,
brother.
sir.
You know what I'm saying?
Come
So,
on.
and what's gonna come out of it is determined by what you put in it.
Yes.
So when you put the right things in your seeds,
Come on.
and you cultivate it, now it's gonna come a time for it to be harvested.
Ooh, I'm getting them chills
You
in
know what I'm
here,
saying? I
Willie.
already got them.
I'm getting them chills.
And once you harvest it, man, once you harvest it, it's up to you as to what you're going to do with it. And what you're supposed to do with it is spread it out.
Yes.
Because it's somebody that didn't plant that seed.
Come on.
It's somebody that didn't cultivate
Come
that
on.
foundation. And it's up to you to pass it to them. But not only, don't just give it to them. Because then it's going to get wasted.
Right.
Teach them how to plant it.
Ooh.
You see what I'm saying?
Now you talking the good talk now.
Teach them how to plant it.
You talking the good talk.
Exactly. And that's what's missing. That's what's missing nowadays.
That's what's missing big time.
Yeah.
Even when we do get a little something, we want to hold it to ourselves.
Exactly.
No, man. Share it. It ain't about you.
I don't want to
I
hold.
tell people all the time, I try to push people to go get counseling from other life coaches and go do business with other people. I try to promote other people's business because
Exactly.
it's not about humble living. It's not about Raymond Brock.
Right.
It's about us just being better.
That's it.
Together.
I don't want to hold nothing to myself too long, and I tell you why.
Come on.
Because it's going to end up being bad for me.
Come on.
The longer I hold on to it, the more it's going to spoil me.
Come on,
the
Willie.
longer it's going to ride me. So I got to go ahead and pass it on to somebody else, not only but for that reason, but also I need to always be open to receive more.
Wow.
You see what I'm saying?
Let's be clear out there. All listeners, I'm rocking with 2 men of God.
Exactly.
Be clear.
Don't get it twisted.
Please don't get it twisted,
You know
man.
what I'm saying?
Because hey, the vibe is high in the room, man. The energy is high. I can feel it.
Man. We 2 born again hooligans got to see the king again.
Exactly.
That's what we are.
Yes, sir.
That's what we are. We done been
Yes,
to the
sir.
puppet show. We done showed up singing strain. So
Yeah,
that's what we
man.
done been, man. But
Yeah, man.
when I first met you, we sat down, we talked at Buffalo Wild Wings.
Yes.
You know, man, you blessed me so much that day. I was still limping. But I went home, I was sitting there, we was sitting talking and everything. You got an outreach that you do with the NBA players. You write letters to them.
Yes.
Y'all still do that?
Yes, I
Still
do.
do that. Do they ever respond? Y'all get a response?
No. I've had some general
Yeah.
response, like probably from the office,
Right.
but I haven't had, a direct
the
response.
actual player.
Yeah, but that don't stop me from doing what I'm supposed to do.
Exactly.
No. And the reason behind the letter to the NBA was to really put in some programs where we can give more guidance to not only the guys in the NBA, but the up and coming guys. They need spiritual food before you get this contract of $1 million.
Come on.
Before you walk in a nightclub and this girl is trying to take advantage of you, and understand that it's time for you.
That's right.
You're in a blessed situation.
Yeah.
It's time for you to bless somebody else.
Exactly.
And that's
So-
what they need, that
Yes,
guidance,
yes.
my brother. That guy, I mean, you talking about cats that come from the hood on
Yes.
bologna and cheese all their
Yes.
life.
Right.
You put a pile of money in front of them,
Come on
they
now.
wow out to
There
the
you go.
flourish.
Come on,
Man,
Rob.
look here.
The for the love of money is the what?
Come on.
The love of money.
Root.
Yeah.
The love
Well,
of
I even go further and say the lust for money.
lust for money.
Yes.
Come on, fam.
The lust for money
I
is the
mean,
root of all evil.
It's like what Willie O just said. If you give me all this, it's gonna run me. It's gonna spoil me. It's gonna turn me. I'm gonna feel to the point where I'm invincible, to the point I'm scared.
Yeah.
That's what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
I got so much that
Been
I'm
there.
invincible, I'm untouchable, but I got so much I'm scared to go out here and shake Raymond Brock's hand.
Come on.
I'm scared to come and say what's up to Willie O and Big Rob the Shocker. I'm scared to go up here and wave at the crowd because I got so much.
Oh, yeah.
But once I'm giving,
Come
when
on.
you giving to them,
It puts you in a different place.
come on, fam.
It puts
Come
you in
on,
a
fam.
different place.
You know what I'm
I played basketball when I was younger. And the thing about being a basketball player is when you see somebody else make it to a certain level and you know you better than them.
Yeah.
And so I battle with, I'm like, nah, that guy ain't that good or whatever. But I understand today, I thank God for not allowing me to make it to the NBA because my mind wasn't ready to get that type of money.
Exactly.
See, I've been in that place to where I know I wouldn't have did,
Right.
my decision making wasn't too good
Right.
for you to be paying me $10 million a
Yeah,
year.
we've been there.
Exactly.
We've been there. We've been
but
there.
through that situation, I got strength.
Yeah.
So now I want to help guys who have the talent, but you're lacking spiritual guidance.
Right.
So I want to, and so I'm gonna keep writing letters to the NBA,
Keep doing it.
colleges.
Keep doing it.
I'm
We're
gonna
right
keep
with you,
pushing.
man.
Exactly.
Yeah.
A lot of them don't even understand that that's the thing that's keeping the talent from being fully manifested.
Ooh.
Say it again, Willie.
A lot of them don't understand that the spiritual guidance is the key to their talent being fully
Boy,
manifested.
you spitting right now.
You going deep, Willie O.
Fam, go
You
ahead,
know.
man. Keep
Ooh,
going.
you
I
going
find
deep.
bad because I'm sitting across from a brother I can connect with.
Yes,
man.
sir. You going deep, Willie O.
So-
You deep.
Yeah, and that's
You
what
know.
these podcasts been doing for us, man. We've been connecting
Yeah.
with people that we sit down and talk to. And I tell people, our podcast, we don't do this for likes. We don't do this to generate
Right.
likes and everything. We want people to like us and enjoy the show and
Yeah,
everything.
yeah.
We do this for our passion.
Yes.
We have a passion to sit down and have a conversation. That's what we have a passion to do. Sit down and have a conversation. And when you leave here, you're gonna leave with something from us so you can remember
yeah.
something.
And that's the
Exactly.
only thing, anything that you encounter is about.
That's-
Whether
yeah.
we talking about going to your church, to your school, you going to grandma's house, get something,
Get something.
and take that with you. If you're watching this
Take it with you,
podcast,
yeah.
get what you can
Get
get
something.
and take that
Take it
with you.
with you,
Yes,
yeah.
sir. Yes, sir.
Exactly.
Yes, sir.
That's it, man.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, man. So tell me, man, it was an incident happened a while back. Shooting at the Power Ultra Lounge Club. With Juvenile
Yeah.
was involved in it. Kind of bring us back to that incident and not only how it affected you, but how it involved you with your ministry and your community work.
I actually spoke to one of the guys that's a friend of the guy that actually shot the club up. and he spoke to me of the rage that the guy was in because he was actually looking for somebody else. The guy, the shooter, he was looking for a particular person.
Right.
So when he saw the person, all understanding went out the window. He started shooting. It actually hit innocent people, and it actually brought in the guy who was performing. I think his entourage started shooting back.
Okay.
But it showed me the number one thing that I learned from it was when you are not under the umbrella of peace and there's no spiritual guidance in you, the range of mistakes that you can make is long and wide.
Man.
And the farther you are from Christ and your relationship with God, it's just, he said the dude was just shooting, like you just shooting. It could have been your cousin, and it could have been somebody close to you in there.
Yeah.
It's dark in there. But the understanding for any type of life is out the window.
It's gone.
So this guy got a gun, it shoots how many of a time, and you just let it go. Because he's that full of rage and he's lacking that much spiritual guidance.
Right.
So I take everything, especially the events that happen in Little Rock, and I take them and I ask myself, what can I do to be a better man for my community?
Yeah.
So then that's when it makes me put on my events and makes me do free events because I hold myself accountable. I don't really like going to a lot of meetings if we're not going to write down a date and get something going.
Right.
You know, that shooting in the club, and the crazy thing is where I stay at, the guy across the street from me got hit. Now, I never really talked to him, but the young guy, but I noticed that, he got hit in the club. And he was just having a good time, just being a kid. You know, that's why our kids need unconditional, non-judging love. We have to give them room to grow.
Right.
A lot of them are in a bad situation, but the love that we give them should give them room to grow.
Exactly. Exactly.
Man, have you reached out to Mayor Frank Scott?
Not yet. We had a short conversation. I know he's in a place where he's trying to get himself stable and solidified. And the same thing for me. I'm the type of guy, when I come to somebody, I want to bring something to the table.
Right.
I wasn't finna come to the HawgLife podcast without something.
Man,
You know. So I don't think a man's supposed to call another man or reach out to him until you have something to offer. Because I need to offer him something too.
Right.
You know, just because
ain't that the whole gist of our podcast?
That's the whole thing.
The
You know
whole
what
thing
I'm
of our
saying?
podcast. We bring you here. We don't just want to just suit you for information.
Right.
We want to bring you here. We want to have a conversation with you and bring something to you. when
Yes.
you come.
That's it.
So that's it.
And you did that.
That's it. And likewise, you did the same. You did the same.
Man.
Yes.
You brought way more than a t-shirt. I say that. You know what I'm saying? Though I do appreciate it, and I think we're looking good sitting here right now, man.
Humble livers, man.
Yeah, let's shout out this one more time. Man.
Humble
Humble
and
living.
Boom.
Humble and confident.
confident,
Humble
man.
and confident. Humble and
Saying describe me to a T.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? But you can be confident and humble at the same time.
That's right.
And the confidence comes from knowing who you are
Come on now.
and what you are with
Come
God.
on, Willie-O.
You know what I'm saying?
Come on.
Not a religion. Let's get that clear.
No.
Not a religion.
No.
We're not talking Baptist message and all them. I'm not going down that whole line because the line too long.
No.
But we are talking about a relationship with God.
Come on.
Knowing who God is to you, what you are to Him, and what you can do to serve Him better.
That's right. I'm feeling this, man. Like you
So
said,
yeah,
vibe
I'm feeling real humble and confident today.
Yeah, this vibe is so good. We're gonna take a quick pause for the cause. When we come back, we're gonna talk about teacher appreciation. And this really got me because I'm a former teacher. So
And we're gonna also get into attack your weakness.
Come on, man.
Wednesday.
That's next on the second part. It is the HawgLife, baby. I am the shocker one, Big Rob the shocker. He is
Willie, the
We are
genius.
sitting with our man. Who are you, baby boy? Tell him.
Raymond Brock, CEO, founder of Humble Living.
Raymond
right.
Brown,
Yeah.
CEO, baby.
Yeah.
We got a CEO in
Yeah.
the house, baby.
Yeah.
We'll be right back, baby.
Already, you know what it is. We back here live, man. What it do, what it is, what it be like, world. It's your main man, Willie, the genius. You are tuned in to the most dangerous podcast in the 8th state. I've been told you. That's why I'm still hanging around your mama. It's the HawgLife, baby. We in this thing, man. We still hanging out with my brother, man. Mr. Raymond.
Mr. Raymond.
Yes.
Rock.
Mr. Raymond.
You know what I'm saying, man? I'm feeling good today,
Man,
man.
it's a good energy right
It's
now.
always good to sit down and have a good conversation.
That's right.
And, hey, look, we always got to be around like-minded people.
Like-minded people.
Come on, Willie.
Exactly.
Iron can't sharpen iron if you're not like-minded.
Come on, man.
If you
Plastic
got,
ain't never
that's what I was just
sharpen
gonna say. Plastic ain't never sharpen iron.
Nah, that ain't possible.
Oh, do it.
That ain't possible.
Only iron
Yes.
can sharpen iron.
Go ahead, Cat Daddy.
And I'm sitting across the table, man, from a swordsman, man.
I like
Hey,
that.
look
I
here,
like
man,
that. I
and
like that.
he throwing darts left and right, man.
Sir.
He hitting 'em. He hitting
I'm
'em.
catching them, man. I'm
Okay.
catching them, man.
Okay.
And look here, I feel like it's always the best thing you can do. One of the best things you can do is teach. It's one of the best things you can do is teach. But an even better thing to do is to learn. So I'm sitting here, man, and I got my antennas up, and I'm learning today as well. You know what I'm saying? I ain't doing a lot of teaching. I ain't doing no preaching.
You strong in here now, Willie. You strong in here. Don't get it twisted.
Now, don't get me wrong. Now,
You strong in here.
don't get me wrong.
I'm learning too.
He qualified. He qualified me, but
Yes, sir.
you know, we in here, man. I'm sitting here with a real strong, positive brother, man, and we finna get into this thing that he got going, man. He gonna tell us all about Attack Your Weakness Wednesday.
Come on, family. I like that too. I love it.
Attack your
Attack
weaknesses
your weakness
Wednesday. Man, I started that because in the journey, when you're on this path with God, the only way you're gonna grow is to attack your weaknesses. But how do you really attack your weaknesses?
Yeah.
First of all, you gotta identify them.
Exactly.
But a weakness can't be identified until the strength is understood. Where you going? Where am I going?
That's real.
What am I about?
Yeah.
That's real.
Now when I find out what I'm about and where I'm going, now I gotta find out what hinders me from getting there.
Yeah.
These are my weaknesses.
Yeah.
But weaknesses can't be identified until you actually know where you're going. You know, knowing where you're going is your calling, your purpose.
Yeah.
You know? So now when I say weaknesses, what I'm saying is I was a man that I've always believed in God.
Right.
But as I got closer to my purpose and what it is I was supposed to be doing in life, I said, something is missing. I felt that there was something missing. So for me, I stopped drinking. I don't dare nobody to drink, but for me, when I stopped drinking, the vision became clear.
Exactly.
Then I stopped smoking. Okay, the vision became clear. Now the biggest hurdle I had, and pretty sure a lot of men have, women. And when I understood the power of being with one woman, then it opened up.
Right.
So now I had to get the vision, understand my weakness. And let me back up. The reason why the weakness part is so important that you attack it because the devil only comes through that.
Yeah.
He's not coming nowhere else
No other way.
but where you weak at.
Right.
So if you don't identify your weakness, own it. That's my weakness. That's what I need to work on. If you don't do that, then you can't grow in Christ and you can't grow in your relationship with
Exactly.
God. And we all have weaknesses. I mean, don't get it twisted because once you conquer one, there's going to be another one.
Yeah.
But that's the beauty of the journey.
Beauty of it, yeah.
Conquering your weaknesses. So that's when I came up with Attack Your Weaknesses Wins.
Then I just want to add a little nugget in there, and I'm gonna let you carry on.
You go ahead. Go ahead.
But until you embark on that journey,
Come on.
until then,
Come
you
on.
don't even recognize that there are weaknesses there.
Ooh, you deep.
You don't even understand it until then.
Now you deep.
Until then, you just going through the motion. But then once you set on that journey and say, okay, God, I understand. Now I understand what you have for me, my purpose. Because all of us got a purpose. Once you understand your purpose, and then you understand that your whole mission in life
That's deep.
is to achieve that purpose. Once you get that one, then he'll bless you with some more. Don't get me wrong, but you got to get to this one. And once you start on it, then that's when everything
Come on, Will.
coming out of left field at you.
Ooh, you tough in
It
here.
brings out your weaknesses.
You tough in here.
You see what I
You
mean?
tough in here. Hey, he tough in here
But the
today.
only way, but you said it though. The only way that you can overcome that is you already got to know where your strength is.
You got, I got to a point in life, and I have discussion with different pastors about this. I think that pastors should share this more with their churches. I got tired of me.
Right.
See, before a pastor actually became an ordained minister, or before he took one step towards his relationship with God, he got tired of him and whatever it was he was doing. But we don't want to share that story with nobody because sometimes what we've been through is just too embarrassing.
Right.
But everything in life is in one or two places. It either goes in the backpack or it's over your head.
Yeah.
And if it's in the backpack, then we know any type of movement or traveling you're doing and you got a backpack, it makes you stronger. But if it hang over your head, it hunts you. And then after it hunts you for so long, you're dead because you no longer have vision.
Right.
You know?
Right.
So we got to be able to say, I'm tired of me and I'm ready to do something different.
Yeah.
And then you got to go to God wholeheartedly. And then you can have the type of peace we got right here. Because it's some good stuff right here. This some good stuff. It's some good stuff.
I'm sitting over here feasting right now.
It's some good stuff.
And I got a smorgasbord full of just good loving, man. I'm feasting right now.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. And I tell you, I want to get with you and get involved in more community work.
Yes, sir.
Reaching out to these cats up here in this city, man.
Yes, sir.
We're going to link up, man.
Yes, sir.
We're going to get some good days. We're going to get together. We're gonna
This
get out
is
there,
not going to be the last time.
No,
this is not.
No.
He is officially a hog now.
That's right.
HawgLife.
Right.
Yes, sir.
That's right. That's
Yes.
right.
Yes.
Man, let's talk about this teacher appreciation, man. I'm being a former teacher. This really real well in my soul, man. Let's talk about that because we got a lot of teachers out there that's well overworked and totally underpaid, man.
Yeah,
so this is a blessing for a lot of teachers, man. We're gonna get into who we have nominated and who we have given the nomination to for our teachers for this appreciation and everything. So hit us up, give us the history and background of this teacher appreciation, baby.
As a young man, I was a guy that was in school that didn't do everything right. I wanted to joke and play in class.
Oh, man, that was so me. Funny. I'm like, man, how did I become a teacher?
Right, and that's crazy.
Yeah.
And my algebra 2 teacher, Mr. Burkpowell, J.A. Fair High School, I'll never forget it, pulled me to the side. I had just kind of showed him up in class. And he said, do you know what a nerd's IQ is? And I said, no. He says roughly about 140, 145. He said, do you know what yours is? I said, no, I don't know. I said, you about 175. He said, now you won't understand none of this until later on in life. So while he's talking to me, I'm not even really listening to him. But as I grew as a man, I understood the number one thing he possessed at that point was love for me. And I thought about the teachers that had love for me. Like everybody in school, from daycare all the way up to college, you're gonna meet teachers that just care for you. They just want to see you make it to the next level. Bump into you in Walmart and you, whatever it is you went to school for. I developed a love for them because I understand a lot of these professions, no matter what it may be, was fueled by some teacher that they met along the way. We're talking about lawyers, police officers. It was a teacher. Everybody has a teacher.
Everybody.
And I've always felt like they was underpaid and overworked. And what do it take to really deal with a kid? Pour in them, give them everything they need. They go home, you come back and they're empty. You got to pour in them again.
You got to pour in them again.
Woo.
Then you make a different seed when they come the next time. We had a brother from my hometown who came over here earlier, Terry Camper.
Yeah.
Terry and I, we do the same line work now. Terry made a statement that was so profound that it shook me for a while. He said, we got babies coming to school hungry.
Yes.
They don't eat at home.
Yes.
Now we're expecting these babies to focus on what we're saying.
Come on.
Focus on what we're teaching.
Come on.
And we're ignoring the fact that little Johnny ain't had a meal since lunch at school yesterday.
Come on.
Yeah.
How we expect these babies to focus?
Come on.
It's many times when I taught school, and it's many times even when my wife taught school, had to come out of our own pocket to pay for things.
Yes.
I had a young man a long time ago. He's in his mid-20s now. He came to school every day, just cranky, bad mood, every single day. I was teaching school in Jonesboro at the time, Hillcrest Elementary to be exact. It was a Tuesday, I'll never forget it because it was raining outside. And for the first time I went outside when they come in the morning. Usually I'm inside in my classroom prepping up, getting ready to go. I saw this baby get out this car. And his mom was on the phone talking to somebody, yelling and everything. He shut the door. He said, "Bye, Mom. I'll see you later." She didn't even know the baby had said bye to her. She still talking, "Mom, bye, Mom, bye, Mom, bye, Mom." She drove off. I see him clench his fist, and he walked in class. Right then he hit me. What did you say earlier? The unconditional, non-judgmental love.
Ooh.
He wasn't getting it.
He wasn't getting it.
So when he came in my classroom, he's lashing out, he's acting up, he's hungry. So I said, "I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make it a point to be this kid's go-to every morning." I said, "Come here. I need your help today." I said, "I tell you what, you sit by my desk today. You help me get all the kids lined up and everything. I'm gonna start giving out a morning's treat, a morning snack. You be the first one to get yours." Guys were like, okay, man. So it'd be something like a fruit cup or an applesauce cup or something like that.
Right.
But it was something that sustained his attention for when I needed it. Plus, I was feeling his belly. I was touching his heart. I was touching his soul. We as teachers got to go above and beyond the call of duty.
Come on.
Yeah.
You can't be a paycheck player. My thing is, you shouldn't be. I'm not saying they can't, because they are. You can't be a crooked cop.
No.
You can't be an unworthy teacher, and you sure enough can't be an ill-advised doctor.
No.
Can't be those things.
No.
Because now you got people's lives and education
in the palm of your hand.
You know what I'm saying? So we got teacher appreciation. And you tell me about what your algebra teacher told you.
Man.
That could have been any one of our teachers we came up with.
Right.
That could have been the Mr. Vances of the world, the Coach Williams of the world, the Mr. Italy Tuckers of the world.
Yeah.
That could have been any one of them with us. And I know I gave a lot of my teachers gray hair in their head.
Yes.
And so, but tell them about this year's event. Where it's gonna be at? Tell them about the date, the time, what we're gonna have there. Hit it.
This coming Friday, February the 8th, Mosaic Temple. Start at 6 o'clock. We're gonna eat. We're gonna have some fun. We're gonna play some games. I'm gonna have some nice giveaways. I'm gonna speak. I've made it to a point in my life where I love to share my experiences with God.
Man.
Ooh.
Man.
And it don't matter if we was outside in the middle of a forest, in a little bitty room inside of a library, or in front of a church, man. I love sharing my experiences, man, because God done did so much for me.
Yes, sir.
Man.
This podcast to us, man. Every day I tell this brother, I told this month, man, this is the highlight of my week.
Yeah.
When we do this.
I said the same thing on the drive over here.
I started to make a video. I hadn't did it yet. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna start it right here. Have you ever had that moment in your life where you were surrounded by the things you prayed for?
You know what?
A
lot of people are not even ready for that.
No. Because when you ask that question, then really you still do this here.
It's real quickly, Rob. It's something about seeking the face of God and the fact that you cannot see that while you're here.
Right.
But what's next in line, because it'll be too much for you.
Yeah.
But what's next is when God really start blessing us.
Yeah.
No. I said when God really start blessing. I'm not talking about you really playing like and you putting on like you blessed.
No.
Because when we talking about blessing, we're not talking about nothing materialistic. We're not talking about no money.
No, we talking about.
We talking about when He really start blessing you.
Yeah. You know what blessings do?
Whew.
Blessings change your life.
Come on.
That's what real blessings do.
Come on, man.
Wow.
You said, have you ever been where you sit and you start seeing God doing things? It changes your life.
It changes your whole perspective.
Doing this podcast is seeing a manifestation of a word from God.
Come on, man.
And it changed my life.
Right.
My life was already changed and was continuously changing. It has to continuously change in order for me to continuously evolve.
Yes.
Right.
So in that change, I'm seeing another one. But it's through this.
And this he was playing
As where I was trying to reach them in the church. I can reach them like this.
That's right. When was the seed planted? How many years ago?
7 years ago.
7 years ago on the corner of Cheney and Elm Street.
It was already completed before we started. 7 years ago.
7 years ago.
So
This is when we got together.
A guy had a conversation with me about crying, about a man crying. And I tried to tell him, when you get in that place, it's too overwhelming.
yeah,
The human body can't control
you can't
it.
control it.
I've had days where I looked at my wife and them tears get to flowing.
Yeah.
Because where we at and what we share, it's not even about her as an individual or me as an individual. It's the space that we occupy.
Right.
That's right.
I think Houdini said it's an atmosphere that two people share when they're not
When
even
they
around each other.
Yeah.
It's a space that me and Edwina share. Whoo!
Yeah.
Powerful. Powerful, bro.
Come on, man.
That's powerful.
And
Come
the thing
on, man.
about it, and speaking for mine personally, and I'm sure with yours, we fought to get there.
It was never
With
an easy
yours
road.
too.
Come on.
Never an
It wasn't.
easy
It
road.
wasn't. It wasn't
Come
an
on.
easy
It was
road.
never an easy
No.
road.
But anything, and this old adage, but there's some truth to it, man. Anything worth having
Come
is
on.
worth fighting for.
Come on with it.
Nothing gonna come to you easy. If it's for you to have, you're gonna have to go through some things to attain it. Not just to obtain it, but to attain it.
Grandma Sarah
To
parable.
get it and keep it, you're gonna have to go through some stuff for that.
Grandma Sarah parable. You gotta taste hell to appreciate heaven.
Exactly.
You got to. You
Exactly.
gotta taste hell.
Exactly.
Hell
To appreciate heaven. Yeah,
If you
yeah.
don't taste like this brother. This brother's seasoned.
Yeah. Oh man,
I
look
don't
here.
like my meat unseasoned.
Look here.
No.
Unseasoned meat
Yeah.
can't do nothing for me.
Can't do nothing for you.
But a seasoned vet.
Yeah.
How can you tell me you've been through something and you don't even know how to open an umbrella with a ring?
Come on, man.
Come on, family.
Right.
Come on. You gotta taste the pit of hell to appreciate heaven. family.
Yes.
Yeah.
You
We
got
sure
to.
do.
Yes.
Yeah.
Man, this is getting right. We done had Raymond here. You gonna stick around with us, brother?
I'm hanging around, man.
Willie O got a
hanging?
segment coming up next called The Lowdown. And my Lord, he got a lowdown.
We gonna
Oh
do
man,
it.
this one
We're
going
loaded
down.
down. We're
This
taking a
going down.
pause for the calls, man. We are having a blast in the hog pit today,
Oh, man, look here.
I am one half of the dynamic duo. I am the shocking one. Big Rob the Shocker. He is.
Just in case y'all don't know, I am Batman in this dynamic duo. Willie O, the genius.
And we sit with CEO of Humble Living, Humble Concepts, my main man,
Raymond Brock.
Yes.
And he is about that life.
Yes, sir.
We'll be right back, everybody. We are back live. It is that time again, y'all. It is.
The low, down.
Willie, what you got for us today?
Man, I'm going to Dallas this week,
Oh,
man.
we in Texas, baby.
We in Texas this week,
North Little Rock,
baby.
y'all off the hook.
Y'all off the hook, North Little Rock. We've been riding y'all kind of hard the past couple of weeks, but this time we going to take a trip to Dallas.
Talk to what you got. We're gonna let Raymond Brock come in on this one too. What you
Yeah, man, because, man, we're talking about the homie Mike, man. Mike Quinn, 26 years old, worked Blue Cross Blue Shield, man. Consulting for him, but decided to make the big move, man. Get down on one knee, propose to his girl.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
Big ups,
man.
Mike.
Big ups to Mike, man, and lovely lady Aubrey.
All right.
Aubrey, man, and
All right.
they've been dating for like 7 years, they said,
That's
man.
good. That's good.
So he asked her to marry him back in April of 17.
Wow. Okay.
April of 17, man. I guess they were getting themselves enough time to make the plans and get everybody right, suited and booted, flown in, or whatever they got to do. The wedding was supposed to be last weekend.
A January Winter Wonderland wedding.
Winter Wonderland wedding,
Come on,
man.
come
It was
on.
supposed to be.
Oh, I missed the key word supposed to be.
Yeah, it was supposed to be. Didn't no wedding happen, man, because when they was at the wedding rehearsal dinner, sipping their wine, eating good food, everybody feeling good, and Mike feel like he wanted to ask her, Aubrey,
Come with me.
when we get married, are you gonna take my last name? Aubrey said, hell no. To the no.
Oh, she said no?
She said no.
So she's not going to take his
I'm not gonna take it. Not only did she say no, a whole fallout happened behind that, man.
Ooh.
It got real nasty at the rehearsal dinner, man. And
Oh, man.
Mike kind of lost his cool and went in, man, and kind of told. We'll put it like this: he told Aubrey where the rubber meet the road, and there's no wedding going on this
So they didn't
weekend,
get married, man.
Nah, they didn't get married last weekend, man. They called the wedding off, and a lot of folks lost money.
I mean, a lot of people flew in, yeah.
They were there.
Yeah, they was there. So
This the day before the actual wedding.
this is a rehearsal dinner.
This at the rehearsal dinner.
Wow.
Wow.
And then so everything is shambles. Now I can kind of relate, not relating to the fact of the chaos that ensued behind that, but when I got married, my wife didn't take my last name when we got married. We married probably 5 years before she took my last name, and I didn't trip myself.
Right.
I didn't trip.
I wouldn't have tripped.
No,
but I thought it came with the territory.
It's part of the package.
Help me out. What really solidifies her taking your last name? Is it changing the driving license? What is it that really solidifies?
Like how does it?
I mean, other than her just saying, yes, I'm gonna take your last name.
Right.
Well, you know, my thought process. I was young when I got married. My thought process was, you know, man proposed, man married.
Right.
You know, you take the man's name.
Right.
Uh-huh.
But I'm like, well, y'all. I mean, it don't really move anything.
I mean, my wife actually went down to the revenue office of Social Security, whatever it was. She
Okay.
went
And
and got her name changed.
Okay.
You know.
Okay.
It was like, this is my way to honor you, not just by saying I'm putting it on a piece of paper.
Right.
I actually want to go down and have my name changed.
That's deep.
Right.
That's deep.
Right.
Talk to us, man. What you think, man?
My wife has my last name, but it took her a while before she went and did the paperwork.
Exactly.
Now, the reason why it didn't bother me so much, because I wanted, you know, her to have my last name. You know, that's just something I guess I just been, you know.
Yeah.
We never really get caught up in anything small because we love each other so much. We don't let none of that stop us. You know,
Right.
like Mike and Aubrey. I'm hoping they fix this.
Yeah.
If it's meant for them to be together,
Oh, yeah.
and really, that can't be the foundation or a deal breaker if you really love
If
somebody.
you really love somebody.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Well,
And that's, but I think either way, her taking the name or you know, so
He's young. I mean, I was 26 when I got married.
Yeah.
So I was young too. He's young. I mean, I see where he coming from, but Mike, if you're listening, man, that's small potatoes. That's kind of small potatoes. Go ahead, you know, because I seen women, especially teaching school, they have their first name, last name, hyphen the marital name.
okay.
I've seen that.
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
what you think, Willie?
I will say this to you, Mike. If that was the reason why you called off the wedding, then it's a little more searching you need to do within yourself, brother.
That's true. I mean,
You need to do some more searching within yourself. Aubrey, you need to do some more searching within yourself. Y'all need to sit down and find that spiritual connection.
Come on.
Which is the reason why y'all won't even take these vows in the first place.
Right.
come on.
This ain't no stage joke. This ain't something you get up there and do just for play or to say we did it, we married now. No, this is a serious oath that y'all taking. So you got to understand the severity in it, the consequences behind breaking those bonds. You got to really know what you're getting into.
That's true.
This is a covenant that y'all are trying to get into.
Yes.
That's true.
It don't matter about the name, because guess what? When we leave here and we receive what glory got for us anyway, those names are not going to even matter.
No.
No.
We get too caught up in earthly things.
Yes.
But in order for us to enjoy earthly things,
Come on.
we got to keep our mind on heavenly things.
Oh, well, they'll spit the jewels.
Oh, I ain't know, Rob. I'm a little upset at you. I ain't know we was going this way. I could have got my shovel out the truck. We're going deep.
You ain't heard 216 philosophy.
Man, this some good
What
stuff.
is the philosophy?
Willie O, the genius. Now, the genius.
The genius,
Now
that's
I got it.
That's the infamous.
There's some good stuff in here, man.
I want to ask you something else too, man. Since we on it, it's still hot. It's fizzling out a little bit, but people still want to keep it in the news.
Yeah.
I want to talk about our man Robert.
R. Kelly.
We going back to Robert?
I got to go back to as
Wow.
We wasn't here
as our folks used to say, Ara.
I haven't.
Ara Kelly.
I haven't spoke on the R. Kelly situation at all.
Did you see Surviving R. Kelly?
I saw Surviving R. Kelly. My wife, she recorded it and we watched it.
They showed it
and
nonstop for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So
I didn't catch you when
they
the
forced
first-
it down
I caught
folks' throats,
I caught it
man.
on the second week of it, so yeah.
I wish no ill will on no man at no cost.
Right.
I think every man has the ability to grow.
Right.
And every man, under God's grace, can be forgiven for anything that he does.
Yeah.
True.
Now, let's get to the situation though. Anytime a man is in a position to help a woman and you take that opportunity to take advantage of her, you're wrong.
Dead wrong.
Dead wrong.
Dead wrong.
It don't matter if you're a millionaire, you work at the UPS and you got a woman that needs $20, $30 and you take that $20 or $30 to exchange for sexual favors or anything that's you taking advantage of her instead of building her up, you're wrong.
That's right.
He took his stage and his money, and he took that to take an opportunity to take advantage of people.
Take advantage of them.
That's wrong.
And even if those girls consented, they're young.
Yeah.
They were young.
Underage. That's
You
right.
should have known better.
Well,
Now, so you know what it tells me? And correct me if I'm wrong.
right.
It's something wrong with this brother upstairs.
It's something wrong with him big time.
There's something wrong.
But I want to take it a little farther.
Okay.
When you have a vision for yourself in marriage, or you married, it could be either one.
Okay.
And you either one day want to be with one woman or you're with one woman. At no point do you take advantage of any woman.
Exactly.
You should treat every woman exactly the way you want your mother to be treated.
Exactly.
And don't get it twisted.
Right,
I don't
I
want to
agree
make
with
it seem like I always understood and knew this.
No, I didn't.
I had to grow to
You had
this.
to grow to learn that.
I had to grow to learn this.
We all did. We all had to grow up.
But you got to a point where you stop making those silly decisions.
It's so much that come with taking advantage of a woman. It's so much that can come with catching a disease, getting her pregnant, she being crazy, busting out your windows. It's too much.
It's a gamble, man.
It's too much.
And then it get to a point where it's not mistakes anymore.
No.
It's just your decision.
It's just your decisions.
And then we get to the point where we're dealing with a lot of bitter, scarred women.
Yes.
That's what we get.
Yes.
They go through this, a lot of, they
Right,
grow up
right.
bitter and scarred.
You're absolutely right.
And the man who was made for them to
Come
love
on.
them,
Come on.
his job is 20 times harder.
Hard.
Right.
Trying
Because
to,
of what you did some years ago.
Yeah.
come
See what
on.
I'm saying?
You cleaning up another man's mess.
Exactly.
That's bad
Exactly,
business, man.
so-
So
It is deep,
Yeah,
man. It's
so-
deep. It really is.
R. Kelly, get your mind right,
get your
brother.
act together.
We love you, brother.
We
Keep
love
on.
you,
Keep
man.
going.
We do.
Keep
Get your
going.
heart right,
Get
brother.
your heart right. Find God.
Yeah, man.
Man,
Get
find
your
God.
soul right, man.
Yes, sir.
Well,
Because what you doing is definitely way out
It
there.
is. We got I saw the Fleetwood Mac pull up.
Yeah.
You know what time it is.
Oh, man.
Man, you know what time it is.
The
when
king
he
on his way,
The
man.
king is on his way. Man. Are y'all hyped about the Super Bowl, man?
Man, you know what? It don't seem like people are as hyped about
No,
the Super
we
Bowl.
talked about
And I know it's because the Cowboys didn't go, and I understand that, man. I understand that.
Now you was
They-
shooting good darts until you said that. Come on, man. Come on, bro.
But man, over here looking like, well, I can't believe you just let that
Hey, now.
No, I am a Cowboys fan. The whole world know that, and if they don't, they know today. But
Yeah.
it do seem like it's not a lot of hype behind the Super Bowl. It's kind of like last year's NBA Final.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it was a dull feeling.
Like, man, we got to see LeBron and
this
Steph again.
We got to see Brady again.
We got to see Brady again.
Yeah.
And it's crazy. I'm a diehard Peyton Manning fan. Everybody know that knows me. So I've always thought that Peyton was better than Tom, and I've always like, man, I thought Peyton was just special.
I did.
I have a respect for Belichick, pending that he's not doing some real life cheating somewhere. But I mean,
Only time will tell.
Only time will tell.
I think he.
but
is.
I think Belichick is the second after Willie O, the genius. I want to say that Bill Belichick is a genius, and his
I can go that route.
and his ability to come up with schemes for different teams. Now I will say this: he struggles with teams that he cannot prepare against. Like if you don't have a real, that's why Miami kind of beat him. I see Buffalo beat him. I want to see the Rams win. I want to see Ty Gurley do good.
I want to see the Rams win.
You know, but I have respect for Belichick and his ability to be a football genius and being able to be consistent this high every year. You got to, even if you're not a Patriots fan, you got to respect.
They better know what they're going up against.
Yeah.
And I'm talking about the Rams.
Yes.
They better know what they're going up
The Rams
against.
ain't a cupcake.
No, they know no cupcake.
Not cupcake.
But they can't. They better respect Belichick game.
Yeah.
Man. They better respect his game, man.
They better do that, man. We're gonna take one last pause, and we're gonna let the King come and do his thing, man. King Pete. We see him walking in, y'all. He got the fur coat on. He got the Applejack hat. This brother is something crazy from the 70s, but we've been having a good show, man. It's the HawgLife,
baby.
We're right back. We are back. And we've been having a great show today, man. Before we get to the next segment, man, shout out to our team, man, Deuce Dub, which will be retiring that name this week. He would no longer go by Deuce Dub. He will be known as the Triple Double.
Triple Double.
We gonna be going for the Triple Double.
That's right. Shout out Will West Studios.
Man.
Photography and video extraordinaire.
Yes,
Right.
yes.
He is available for any needs, man. Y'all can contact him. Y'all can hit our page up. We will link you to this brother. He's a good guy, outstanding kid, and he's one of our own, man.
That's right. And he my nephew.
Nephew.
Get down wrong, you're going to have to come see me.
That's
I
right.
got your
That's
back,
right.
boy.
And shout out our logo specialist, the Angry Panda himself, World War Tuck. Panda himself, man. And our other video guy, he's been very busy, but he's getting the love and everything, and we love him. Cooler than a cucumber in the coleslaw crack cake.
Cooler than the other side of the pillar with frozen molasses in
Oh
February.
man, he is one of the Clint Henderson, proprietor of CH
Media.
Ariel. We love you, kid, man. Keep getting the grind in, man. We support you. We love all you guys, man. We can't do this show without you all, man. We love y'all. And just because you're not present with us don't mean your presence is not felt. We love
Shout
you,
out
man.
Exit 216,
Exit
man.
216, stand
You know what
up,
I'm saying?
right?
We're always
Stand
going to
up,
shout out
man.
the town, man.
And let's give another big shout out to the humble living children, man, and everything that Raymond
Yes,
Brown
sir.
has put his hands on.
Yes,
This is
sir.
a blessed guy, man. But right now we need y'all to stand up because hear ye, King Petty has arrived. King, it's your court. What you got for us, baby?
Hey, what's going on out there today, y'all? It's your man, King Petty, a.k.a. Petty Murphy, a.k.a. Uncle Blue. We in this thing today, man, and we're going to talk about my main man, Adrian Broner. Adrian had a little rant that he went on. Adrian.
Not Adrian.
Adrian Broner, man. My man is skilled. He is a boxer among boxers. In his weight class, he is one of the elite boxers, in my opinion, man. But Adrian Broner had a problem, man. Adrian Broner lost his fight to Manny Pacquiao. Handy Manny beat him, man. Handy Manny beat him in good fashion. And Adrian, in his post-fight interview, actually thought he won the fight.
I saw the rant. Oh, man.
Adrian Broner said he didn't beat me.
No.
He didn't beat me. I'm one of the best ends and all this. Boy, he went in and got to saying, man, look, got to talking real crazy. Said he had the whole hood riding with him. And the Cincinnati was riding with him, man. I don't know what he was thinking or what he had before the boxing match, but I know what I saw.
Did you see the fight?
I saw highlights from the fight.
Oh, go see the whole
You know
fight.
the last whole fight I watched, me and you watched the fight together.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying, man?
Canelo and
Triple G, yeah, that's the last fight I actually watched. But I saw some good highlights from it, man. But more than that, I saw the post-fight interview.
Manny gave it to him, man.
Manny gave him the business,
Manny
man.
gave him the business whole
Man,
fight.
and then you know what I saw? I said, man, you know what? You know what I realized? I said, oh, I know what's wrong with Adrian. This brother is punch drunk. That's what's wrong with this boy. But what are you talking about? The whole hood riding with you. And when I look in the ring, you in the ring by yourself. And it wasn't too many of them in the audience rooting for you. You was in there by yourself, getting mollywopped by yourself by Handy Manny, tagging him. Boy, look here. He was putting laser tags. Bing, 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 bing. Tearing him up, man.
Did you say mollywop?
Mollywopped him. Boy, look here.
Mollywop, man.
So hold on, Rob. Was this fight close at all?
No, was not close at all.
Now that's why I didn't watch it because I actually thought that Pacquiao was in another. You know what I'm saying? I didn't think Broner. I think Broner's an excellent fighter, but I didn't think he was there.
It could have. I just didn't think Broner prepared himself. For
Okay.
He didn't prepare
He
himself
didn't
properly.
prepare himself. He didn't take it seriously.
You out here kicking it in the hood
In
with
the
your
hood.
partner.
With your partner.
See, this is the thing Broner got to do. This is what he got. He got to decide whether or not he's gonna be a professional boxer or he's gonna be a professional hood nigga. Pardon my French.
Right.
But that's what he gotta. That's what he gotta decide. You can't be good at both.
Right.
One is gonna outweigh the other. If he applied all those hood tactics fully to boxing, the boy will be unstoppable.
He would be. He's got talent. Now you got your Errol Spence, and they coming up now.
You
Errol is something
got your
special.
Errol Spence, but Adrian, he was on fire when he started.
How old is he?
Oh man, Adrian Broner.
He's not even 30 yet, I don't think.
Okay, so he still got some time on
He
the
still got some time. He still got some time, man. But in the last 7 fights, he 3-3-1. And the 3 wins wasn't knockouts.
I want to ask y'all a question. Guys like this, that's in a position, successful, making money.
Yeah.
How important is it that they have the right people around them?
It's extremely important to have the right people around you. It's important to have the right people, not only the right people, but not to have a group full of yes men around you. You need people that's going to 29. You need people that's going to keep you grounded. That's going to be real with you and tell you when you're messing up. Not just tell you when you're messing up, but to offer a solution.
Let's go. We're gonna use that same.
Go ahead.
Let's go back to the Bobby Brown story.
Yeah.
Bobby Brown story.
Yes.
Yeah, King of R&B.
The one thing, yes, the true king of R&B. Yes, we debated that. The one thing Bobby Brown had, he had a bunch of people that gave him excuses time and time again.
Yeah.
Look at that movie. He had the brother first started out.
Right.
Then the mom.
Yeah.
Then Whitney came along.
Right.
Then New Edition was still his kind of his enablers too. My thing, I love me some Bobby Brown. I got every album that brother made. After the first time he cost me money, I'm through with him.
Done.
I'm done. Because now I can't trust you. When he first threw the microphone on stage when he was doing Telephone Man, I've been done with Bobby.
And I promise I don't understand how they kept rocking with
They kept
that.
rocking with him.
I don't understand
They kept
that.
rocking, and that's loyalty. I'm not going to knock that. That's
Because
loyalty.
they were loyal. That's
but
what I'm
that's
saying.
loyalty.
Is it loyalty or stupidity?
Well, it's a fine line between loyalty and stupidity.
Fault. That's what that is.
Okay, loyalty.
Loyalty to a fault.
Okay.
Okay. That would leans more towards stupidity.
It does.
So,
Right. Because they felt they couldn't go on without him. Now you done brought Johnny Gill into the mix now.
Yeah.
Now he's got to be loyal because of the friendship he made with Bobby before the group.
So
That's both ways.
So Adrian got to be loyal to boxing.
The box, yeah, he do.
Or be loyal to his hood in Cincinnati.
He got to pick one.
He got to pick one. He got to make a choice.
He can go down as one of the greatest light heavyweights of all time. He can really do that.
I heard the guy tell another guy one time, and it's not the best analogy. It's like choosing between hell and a bad place. But he said, "You want to gangbang and you want to hustle and make money. Which one are you gonna do?"
Can't do both.
He said, "Because you can't do both."
And they too often.
Yeah.
The culture is too often getting them confused, or thinking I can do both. No.
Yeah, he said,
you got to pick one.
Yeah.
You got to pick one.
This coming from a older hustler telling the younger cat that he actually helping get on his feet through hustling. He said, "But you got to make a choice. Which one you gonna do? You gonna get this money, or you gonna stay out here and keep gangbanging? But if you keep gangbanging, you're not gonna make no money because you're gonna end up dead.
That's true.
You might end up dead from this too, but your odds of surviving are greater than they are gangbanging."
So King, what kind of advice you gonna give?
What kind of advice I got to Adrian Broner?
Because he's the first time fly on the King Petty Report.
Yeah, and this is my advice to Adrian Broner. Stop drinking them punches, brother, because you don't know what you say.
Don't drink them Hawaiian punches.
Stop drinking them Hawaiian punches. Because you sitting in here don't know what you talking about. You definitely did not win the fight.
He didn't win by a long
You
shot.
got whooped.
Say the word again. What's that
You
word?
got whooped.
What's the other word?
Mollywopped.
Mollywop.
You got mollywopped.
That's tough.
You got knocked out the whiskey barrel. That's what happened to you.
Knocked out, baby.
So much to the fact that you thought that you was actually in the fight. It take more than putting your guards up to be in the fight. Sometimes you got to fight back.
You gotta fight back.
And then you threw a very minimal amount of punches.
Wow.
And didn't connect on hardly on any of them.
I mean, Manny outlanded more punches by a margin.
He made Manny look like a boxing god in the ring, man.
And, he keep going back to, they just want Manny and Floyd to do it again. Don't worry about Floyd, bro.
Let Manny and Floyd do it again because apparently Adrian didn't get it done. Floyd sent you to do it. You didn't get it done.
I mean, didn't Floyd set that up for him?
Yeah, he from Floyd camp.
Oh, man.
He not in that. I think Floyd is in a special place. I think Manny's in a special place.
Yeah.
But now, I do think Adrian can get there
He can
if he
get
makes
there.
his mind up to be committed to it.
Exactly, that's the thing.
You have to make your mind up to be
That's the thing,
committed to what it takes to be in this space, man.
Yeah, man. I just hope the brother get himself together, man. I don't want to see another fallen athlete.
No. Man.
I don't want to see it, man. Because, we had one like this. The same thing. Was good at what he did. Was a champion. Then he messed around and lost. He fell off the deep end, lost his mind, and we all know him as Jermaine Taylor.
Yeah. And Jermaine had the whole state behind him.
He
couldn't lose. He couldn't lose. He couldn't lose.
I mean, you supposed to lose to Ricky Hatton. Come on, man.
No, man. Oh,
The cokehead of the East Coast.
And he lost Ricky Hatton in convincing. Like, Ricky gave it to him, man.
I don't get me wrong.
He gave it to him.
They didn't want to prove it because of whatever reasons, but Ricky was high. We know he was high. You know, Ricky's still getting high, but he beat Jermaine.
He beat Jermaine Taylor.
But Jermaine mental is gone.
It's out of there. Yeah. It's out of there.
That's what's happening to Broner right now.
Mental.
His mentality is going.
It's mental. It's out of there. You know, and it goes back to what you said. You could have went pro, but you knew that at the time.
You knew
that money. Nobody had to tell you that. These bucks now. You are $1 million prize fighter. What are you still doing hanging in the hood,
Man?
Now I don't mind you giving back to your hood.
Right.
I don't mind
you going back.
But what you going back dwelling in the same second place? Brother, God didn't give a vision to these other brothers. He didn't give that talent. He gave it to you.
You waste your talents, he'll take them.
Waste your talents, man.
Waste your talents.
Give back to your hood. Go put a rec center down there so you can stay out of trouble.
Right.
Go help build homes for Habitat for Humanity. Why are you still post up on the same 6'4" Chevy that you got when you was on your way out of the hood? Why you still post up with the brothers, man?
To everybody out there, man, if you're in a position to bless somebody, listen, it's peace in that, man.
It is so peace, bro.
It's peace. Love. I mean, it's a feeling, man, that money by itself can't give you.
That's right.
So if you're in a position to bless anybody, bless them, man.
And I'm gonna segue right into it because the HawgLife is gonna bless humble living.
Thank you.
We're gonna pay for 2 tickets for 2 teachers to your teacher appreciation.
I thank you.
That's what we doing.
Yes, sir.
That's what we doing.
In return, what I will do, you buy 2 tickets, I donate 2 tickets as well. And that'll be 4 teachers.
4
that
teachers
HawgLife.
to eat on the HawgLife and humble living.
So we got the HawgLife a part of the teacher appreciation big time.
That's
Yes,
right.
sir.
Yes,
sir.
yes.
We in there.
To all my teachers out there, we love you. Every last one of you.
I think we got a little more to give.
We got a little more to
We
give.
got a little more to give.
Uh-oh.
What
All
you
right,
think,
man. I think we should go and break it out.
Let's
man.
break it on
Let's
out
go and
here.
break it out, man.
Raymond Brock,
Yes, sir.
you and the lovely Miss Edwina.
Miss Edwina. Let's not forget.
Let's not forget.
cutting y'all, brother,
Go
but
ahead,
shout out Miss Edwina.
Shout out to the queen.
To
The
You
queen.
understand me?
They said behind every great man
Yes, sir.
stands a great woman.
The man can't be great
Can't be
without
great
that great
without
woman.
Come on, man.
Come
Come on.
I've been saying for the longest, man. This is my soapbox. I've been saying it for the longest, man. God placed black women here for us.
Just for us.
Just for us.
I know y'all like them, but they just for us.
Just for us. We can build a pyramid.
Yeah.
That woman can make a pyramid a home.
Thank you.
We can build a mansion.
Uh-huh.
Without that woman, that mansion is empty.
It's empty.
I've been there.
It's hollow.
I've been
there.
It's hollow.
I bought a house. I'm sitting in the house. Nobody been there but me.
It's hollow.
I've been in.
Yeah,
I've been there.
I didn't heard the echoes bounce
And I'm
off the
telling
walls.
you, boy,
Yeah.
since I've been married to the lovely Edwina, man, life has been grand.
Yeah, man.
I mean, we share a special place, man.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, man.
That's a beautiful
I love my
thing,
wife,
man.
man.
There
She
you
know
go.
it too. What we got? What we got here?
This from the HawgLife, brother.
Man, we got a cake. Happy
got a cake,
anniversary
man.
from the HawgLife.
From the HawgLife,
Yes,
brother.
sir.
Man, I can't say it enough, man. 2 dudes that's great guys on and off the air.
We love you, brother.
You know, this podcast is a wonderful thing. It's an awesome thing. But I want to encourage anybody that want to start a podcast, want to start a business, learn to be a great person in your own space,
Right.
and then you'll be great at whatever it is you're doing.
And
man.
don't be afraid to reach out and ask the questions. Don't be afraid of the
Right.
door shut in your face.
Right.
A door that closes makes room for another one to open.
Yes, sir.
Happy anniversary to you.
Thank you.
And the wonderful Miss
Miss
Edwina.
Edwina,
Yes.
happy
Happy
anniversary.
anniversary to you guys, man. Raymond, we love everything that you're doing.
Yes, sir.
We love everything you stand for. You are, and this is Black History, but we gonna celebrate you January through December.
Man.
You're making an impact on the community. You're making an impact in the lives of the children. You're making an impact in men like Willie O and myself and Triple Double over there. You're making an impact in us because now we have someone to follow the lead of. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You're not lip service.
No.
I see your hands dirty.
About that
I
life.
see your
About that
knees scraped up. That means I can't tell when you crawled and when you prayed.
Yeah.
That's what I'm looking at when I see you.
Yeah.
I can tell a man that have been through the storm and rain,
Come
but
on.
you still dry on the other side.
Come on.
I see it.
Come on.
You've been through the puppet show. You see what the strings do.
Come on.
We love you. And on that note, I'm going to let Willie O send you off with his 216 philosophy.
This week's 216 philosophy, people, is dealing with love. One thing about love is it's taken for granted. The word is thrown around is used lightly. As for myself, I don't tell people I love them unless I actually mean it. You can actually love things about people. You can love people for specific reasons, or you can be in love with the person. As for the brother we have on the show today, from the first minute I saw him, I said, I love this brother. I love this brother because, and that's all it is. Simply because.
Wow.
I don't need a reason to. I love him because he is God's child. And if I'm God's child, I have to love him. The only way I can love him, and I'm using him, and you can say this for yourself. The only reason I can love him and the only way I can love him is if I first love myself.
Yes.
Come on, family.
I can't spread my love that I have to someone else until I love myself first.
Come on, man.
And the only way I can love myself is to love God.
Come on now.
Once you go in that order, love God, love yourself, and then you can love others.
Yes.
Until then, we're going to always be in the funk that we in. People, as much as I love funk music, sometimes it's all right to be defunctified.
Say that one more time.
Please say
As
it
much
slow.
as I love funk music, it's all right, people, sometime to be defunctified.
That is a word.
Which means get out of yourself
Come on, man.
Amen.
and give yourself.
Come on.
See, the funk didn't just stay to itself, the funk was spread to others. And I know I'm using a funk analogy because that's a lot of people in my demographic can relate to, and that's who I'm talking to today, because a lot of us done got too stuffed up and stuffy within ourselves, and we done forgot how to love. You want to know what the key to love is? See the G-O-D in me. That's our 216 philosophy for this week. I love y'all, people. It's your main man, Willie Yo, the genius.
That's it, man. Raymond, you got anything else you want to say, my friend?
Man. I did not know these guys was this deep. I want to encourage anybody that's on my page to go to YouTube.
Yeah. Type in the HawgLife.
The
Keep
Hog
up with
Life.
HawgLife
Yes,
podcast.
go to HawgLife
We're going to get
podcast.
Triple Double to do us a Facebook page and an
Instagram page, yeah.
We'll do it just for the HawgLife.
Okay.
Yeah.
That way we can keep our personal lives out of it. We can put nothing but the podcast on there. So we're going to upload pictures and everything. That's coming in the short weeks to come. So
And then I'll give you my personal Facebook and Instagram
Yeah.
stuff and everything
Yeah.
so we can stay in touch,
Yeah,
man.
This has
is
been
a
a great experience for me.
man, I'm glad of it.
I've learned a lot,
I'm
man.
glad of it.
I learned a lot,
That's
man.
what's up, man.
I try to encourage people to be. I have one thing. I live by what I call the golden rule, and that's to have and to keep a relationship with God.
That's right.
There's absolutely nothing in life that you can not conquer without the golden rule.
Exactly.
Wow.
And bask in the good times, man.
Yeah.
When you're around good people, soak that up, man.
Soak it up.
Soak it up. And I want to thank God for the HawgLife, Big Rob, and Willie O the Genius, man. I love y'all. I do,
Same
man.
here. We love you back,
I
brother.
love y'all,
Love you
man.
too,
Love you
brother.
back, brother.
But before you get out of here, I think Willie O has been itching to ask you one question.
Yeah, man, I've been wanting to ask you this question ever since I met you, man. Ever since the promo that I saw on yesterday, man. That was a live
That was a good
promo.
promo,
Appreciate
man.
that too,
That was a
brother.
good one, man.
So I'm going to ask you that same question today, brother. Are you about that life?
Little Rock, Arkansas, humble living fans across the world. CEO Raymond Brock, inspirational speaker, life coach. I am about that life.
And that's how it goes down. It's the HawgLife, baby.
Man, until next week, man. We love you all, man. Please put God in your life, man. Live, love, and let God live. Man.
Yes, sir. On behalf of my man, Big Rob, the Shocker, I am Willie O, the Genius, and you have tuned in to another episode of The HawgLife, baby.
We out.
We interrupt this program to bring you a special report.
It is the most dangerous podcast in the A-State, the coldest podcast in the A-State. You are chilling with your best friends from the West End. It is the shocking one, Big Rob the Shocker. He is
Willie, yo, the genius. That's right, you are tuned in to the number one podcast in the A-State, the most dangerous podcast in the state of Arkansas, the HawgLife, baby.
Willie, yo, what's that question you got for him?
Are you about that life?
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 It's the HawgLife, baby.